The night before the 17-year-old boy was killed, he wrote on his bedroom wall beside his crucifix the following words: "Why seek the living among the dead?" The following day, he was killed. Good day, my friends. This is the story of the servant of God, Marco Gallo. God seems to be giving our youth a number of young saints to look up to in these last few years. Here are some of them, and I will cover their stories in the following weeks. Carlo Acutis, Pier Giorgio Frassati, Matteo Farina, and St. Clair Crockett. I've already covered St. Clair, of course. Here we see in Marco's bedroom wall the St. Damiano cross, the same cross that Christ spoke to St. Francis of Assisi from. And you can just glimpse the writing here of those words that he put on the wall the day before he died. So when the servant of God, Marco Gallo, died at the age of 17, he carried in his wallet a small image of the Virgin of Medjugorje, a childhood photo of himself eating a Nutella sandwich, €5, and a handwritten note containing a promise. Today I promise that, with the immense desire and unwavering strength, as if this were the last day of my life, and I were choosing to whom to dedicate my day and my life, I will open myself to the search for the mystery, with discernment and respect for everything that reality places before me, even if it proves arduous. I depend only on the mystery. The great mystery, of course, being God. An ordinary teenager who lived a short yet deeply meaningful life, Marco was passionate about sports and mountains. He read the Bible daily, frequently received the sacraments, and was always ready to help those in need. Based on his life and virtues, the Archbishop of Milan, Mario Delpini, opened the beatification course for the young Italian on March the 7th, 2026. Born in Chiavari on March the 7th, 1994, Marco grew up in a deeply devout Catholic family. He had 2 sisters. At the high school, he quickly became a role model among his peers. He organized volunteer initiatives and offered tutoring to fellow students. His leadership, lived with joyful faith, testifies that following Jesus is the source of true happiness. Reads the Edict for the Cause, written by Father Marco and the Episcopal delegate for the process. One of Marco's classmates recalled that everyone felt important in his presence. It was as if you were the only person in the world to him. In an interview with a Marian magazine, Marco's mother, Paola, shared that her son loved life, asked deep questions, and above all, had discovered the source of true joy in loving Jesus and his neighbour. On November the 5th, 2011, while on his way back to school, Marco was struck by a car and died. Yet something striking happened the night before. Written on the wall of his room beside his San Damiano cross were the words, "Why do you seek the living among the dead?" For his mother, sorry, I'm so tired tonight, I can hardly get my words out. For his mother, that message became a source of consolation. That phrase helped us understand that my son was not lost, that he did not disappear into nothingness. We could not have endured his death if God had not given us the grace to understand that death is not the end, that we are waiting for true life. Marco's funeral was held on November the 7th, 2011 at Monza Cathedral. Rooted in a deep devotion to the Virgin Mary, his family honors his memory each year with a pilgrimage to the sanctuary of Our Lady of Montalegro, a journey they made together many times during his life. Each year, Hundreds of people join the pilgrimage, with the number of young participants steadily growing. May Marco's witness inspire us to love God and neighbour more deeply. God bless.